You just run around and block your counter so you get more uptime on bosses. So, like, what the game does well is survival crafting, very fun, right? Base building, very fun. I'm dead. Combat, pretty darn fun for me. Just like the literal button pressing for combat and boss mechanics and stuff. What the game like tries to dip into, and is definitely not a strong suit, like RPG build variety and cleverness of builds and stuff is very shallow. It is very shallow. Especially in brutal difficulty, they're really like I'm reluctant to use shields and stuff because it's just fucking boring. I'll just be dead honest with you. It's just boring, right? I don't want to use shields. I know that, and they pigeonhole you into it pretty hard to have multiple dodges and a counter and all that kind of stuff. It's just not fun. So like
Sawmills are an annoying
build variety to like cleverly overcome boss challenges like exists a bit in terms of like this is single target, this is AoE, this is a counter, this is a dodge. Like exists, right? If you've played like any form of other ARPGs or RPGs period. It exists, but it's not, you know. Yeah. You get what I'm saying. But that's not meant to, nor is it the strength of the game. There's a bit of excitement, too, with, like, which abilities you get, like, jewels for and stuff like that, which is cool. But, yeah, for the most part, it's just a mechanical challenge rather than like a creative RPG numerical challenge. Most stats on gear are somewhat useless. It's really like spell damage, spell leech are good for some sustain in order to allow you to better and with more longevity keep dodging boss mechanics and getting your counters in. When did I take this out? That's not good. Well, that sucks, but do that. I didn't mean to leave form there, actually. Go get my blood before someone else does? Bro, why don't you just... Why would you drive yourself to the point of quitting the game instead of just getting a group to gangbang an annoying, frustrating, maybe not well done boss? Like, what? It's like, why? I mean, like, whatever, I guess. Like, sure. Like, if that's your jam, right? It's honestly what turned me off the game. I love looks. Love watching someone play, but after playing it a few hours, feels like you're pretty rigid in the way you combat. No, I mean, you're not. For a large majority of the game, you can spec however you want and get it done. Definitely some stuff's stronger than others. It's more just on brutal difficulty on some bosses. It's clearly like... It's like... You have one, you know, you have one dodge, right?
Bend to my will.
Like one dodge. Right? You have boom, which you can deck out with one of 6 different runes. And one of them is kind of like a, not really a double, well, it's kind of a double dodge, right? It's like a secondary effect. Cool, great, awesome. Why am I here again? Oh, I gotta get... that's great. But some of the difficulty that they've added...
I require more resources to make that.
Holy resistance. Some of the difficulty that they've added to some of the bosses has literally been like... You have an 8-second dodge. The boss does something every 4 seconds. You can dodge 1, you can't dodge 2. What do? It's not a skillful thing. It's not, you know, it's not a whatever. You just literally do not have the inputs required. It's unfair. It's basically literally, here's an unfair situation. How do you make it fair? Well, you make it fair by providing a second movement ability. That could be a weapon ability. That could be a spell ability. Whatever. Does it feel great that you have to, you know, their idea of compelling choice is like, well, oops. Their idea of compelling choice is like, well, I have to sacrifice one of my, what I usually do, spell slots with damage with using a counter, right? As Jujo said earlier. Oh, this is so fun. Using a counter or using a second, you know, like I use this spell a lot, not because it does an immense amount of damage, it does good damage, but because it's a second mobility. Like things like that. Like, is that fun? I don't know. I don't want to say yes, brother. I don't want to say yes or no. Like, it depends on the person and what they want, but it certainly takes a lot of creativity out of the game and ways to beat it, right? And that's why I'm reluctant to just spec counter dodge for every boss, because it's clearly what they kind of want and pigeonhole you to do, but it's just boring. Like, I don't know what to say. It's just boring. I've used counter for like one boss. The only boss I used it for was the fucking Yeti in the forest, because they went just overboard. It was like triple check for one dodge. And, you know, not to get started on the terrain and stuff. I
significantly prefer the longbow over the crossbow.
Oh, longbow's so good. But like I said, it's not objectively good or bad. It's just like
this like target thing that appears over my head is that increases the damage of my Q ability.
You get like a little stacking buff. Brother, for fuck's sake, well, why are there 500 mobs here?
Both your abilities you can only one have it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good. Another set of them. Oh, okay. Here we go. Alright. So, yeah. So that's just what it is. So there's not a lot of room for creativity like you would in, certainly not like a full-blown ARPG like, you know, Diablo, Last Epoch, things like that. Diablo. You know, where it's like this build and I found a crazy build and I'm breaking the game. You don't really have a lot of ways to break the game and make a crazy OP build and make a YouTube video like, crazy build, blah, blah, blah. You have like some synergies and blah, 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 right? And it's just basically based around misbalance in the game. The real check is, can you, and have you spec'd enough dodges and counters for the boss encounter after learning the abilities? Straight up. Right? Like, that's just what it is. The boss has 3 abilities. Do you have 3 counters or dodges? Or have you learned how to dodge them properly? Cool. Now just do damage with mostly auto attacks and some spell casts if you haven't sacrificed those slots to mobility or counter. And it's fun, don't get me wrong. It's challenging in that sense, but yeah, it's like a little Dark Souls-y. Obviously not Dark Souls-y in the sense you're thinking, like iframing and stuff. I mean, well, there's some iframing, but yeah. But either way. The problem is kind of like what Can Tiger's saying, right? The problem is a little bit, if you want to play a certain way, you don't really have much of a choice. They pigeonhole you very hard into how you're supposed to play if you want to beat this boss. So there's not, once again, what I mentioned earlier, there's not a lot of room for creativity.
My blood, restore my body.
I love the whip. The whip, I feel, is really strong, especially like for general trash. But like, there's just no point to not use a ranged weapon outside of like, I'm challenging myself and I'm trying to make YouTube content to get clicks. Like, there's just really not a fucking point to not be ranged. It's just way safer on 99% of the fights so far. You know? But again, to be fair. Okay, well, this is unexpected. Can I? I got you. But again, what is the focus of the game here? This is bad. Oh, well, that's good to know. Actually, oh, that's bad. You know, what's the focus of the game here? Is it super in-depth ARPG combat? The answer is no. Right? So if that's what you're looking for, you're going to be disappointed. The answer is a balance of various things, including what is quite spectacular and, in my opinion, great survival crafting in this game. Like, really, really good. It's super fun. combat in general, moment-to-moment combat, is pretty fun. But yes, some of the boss, like, you know, trash and all that kind of stuff. Because trash doesn't pigeonhole you into a specific build. But yes, are some of the bosses frustrating because of what we've talked about? Because they basically provide you with unfair checks that you basically can only meet in a small handful of ways. And they don't give you a lot of tools in order to do it? Yeah, absolutely. 100%, man. 100%. You already have it? Cool. Thank you. Wait, that's a shot. God damn. I can't go in with you. Alrighty. Jedic's coming too. Oh, this certainly seems like an encounter in a room where multiple players will make it easier. Alright, well, if Jedic's coming too, I'm going to wait out here. So yeah, so I don't know, man. Like, is what it is. I find the game a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the base crafting and stuff like that. The mechanics, the literal mechanics, especially with some of the recent boss fights that, to be fair, Cantiger, you haven't gotten to, and they're pretty good. The literal encounters with some of the boss mechanics and just what they check has been a lot of fun. In terms of, like, can you push your buttons on your keyboard to dodge this and this? They've made some really creative mechanics. It's been a lot of fun. On the other hand, they've made a handful of bullshit ones that you can only counter by getting pigeonholed into a build that we talked about. And that's just what it is, man. Like, either play it or you don't at that point, right? Just like literally any other video game in the world. Like, you either enjoy what they bring to the table or you don't. And I do think, for instance, for what it's worth, I do think that's a byproduct of
this boss literally just Junkrat.
Like, I literally think the brutal difficulty in this game is meant to... Like, I bet you if we played on normal mode, most of these complaints wouldn't be there. Because I think their idea of brutal difficulty was to make a very unfair difficulty, period. Like, straight up. You know?
My blood, restore my body.
Define good. Good, to me, is mechanics that you have to dodge and deal with regardless of what build you spec into. And there has been a few of those lately, especially in the higher tier. Just like literal dodge lines, dodge things on the ground, maintain damage on the boss. Nothing to do with blocking and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what the hell the Atom fight is. Alright. I owe a shot, by the way, for Zariah dropping me.
Alright, gents, I think I'm going to call it a night.
But cheers first.
Alright, cheers.
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 Thank you for the lovely evening hanging out chatting.
Yeah.
Thank you for all of the iron.
Later,
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm ready.
Enjoy the iron. Good night.
Good night.
See ya. Wait, don't go in because it's like sets off the fucking wall beams or some shit. Alright. We good? Where's Zariah? Wow, that just did a lot of damage.
Sanguine regeneration.
So those are just going to be a thing the whole fight, basically, I'm sure. Alrighty. Oh, here we go, dude.
This action is ill-advised, to say the least. Witness the power of faith.
Oh, he's healing. What?
Perhaps this is necessary.
Oh, not these. The Talon is bad. They heal and shit. Shield.
Witness the power of faith. Perhaps this is necessary. You can still surrender.
Oh god, he got shielded so hard. What? Oh god.
Witness the power of faith. You can still surrender.
No way.
Witness the power of faith.
No! Oh, that feet almost fucked me. Oh no, I just ate a bunch of his ult. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead because I was healing. I just like once I start healing, my dodge was down. Once I start healing, it's an 8-second animation. I have a feeling this fight is very AIDS with multiplayer. Although, actually, I don't know what scales in here. We kind of only had 1 or 2 ads at a time. Boom. Well, he definitely summoned 3 orbs to shield himself, yes. That's definitely recognizable.
Bend to my will.
I will assert
Shadow
my
calls
from
from my
beyond.
land.
Return to my side.
Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Like, this is a neat fight. I don't know. Didn't feel... The beams on the side are a little annoying for sure. But I don't know, everything felt okay. I guess we popped the 95er now. There we go. I'm trying to think. Running through this trash reminds me of... I might, like, literally die. Okay. Running through this trash reminds me of a particular... I'm trying to think. It's giving me the same vibes. There's been a couple of games in the past where it's like they just make the like this kind of trash obnoxiously annoying for no reason other than to just like annoy you and waste your time. I can't remember what game it was. I think it was a Souls-ish game.
Assert my will.
Anyways, I'm getting the same vibes as that. Like this zone has just genuinely not been fun. For no good reason either, like, I don't know. I don't want to have to dismount to fight every trash pack on the way, which has been amped by 400%, right? But every trash pack stuns, slows, does every fucking CC in the world to stop you. Like, just annoying. It's just not fun. No, not Liza P. Like, it's just unnecessary. Like, it doesn't bring anything to the game. It's not a challenge that you need to overcome. It just wastes your time kind of thing, if that makes sense. The challenges lie elsewhere in some fairly well-designed areas of the game, not in, like, overflowing trash that, like, we don't need tracking mobs that knock you up your mount every 5 seconds and shit like that. Here it comes. I don't have another spacebar, so I couldn't do anything. I'm slowed. I can't dodge. I don't have to spend 10 minutes getting back to my body every time because I have to like wait for my dodge between runs and stuff like that. I just want to get to my body and play the boss. You know what I'm saying? Unnecessary. Here it is. I'm gonna die in a second. LS.
I cannot go on.
It's the stronghold of a boss, brother. Stop. Every Dark Souls game, every ARPG has strongholds of bosses that don't weigh you down with mounds of trash for no reason.
Bend to my will.
There's a crack in the wall you can just run through. You're talking about this. I died here, though. I didn't die. I mean, that saves a bit of time for sure. You're talking about this, yeah? Like, I don't know, maybe you and I disagree, but I don't find this good game design. I'm sorry. And I've played a lot of different RPGs and ARPGs and stuff. It's not like this is my first rodeo. I don't believe personally this adds any value to the game. I don't know. Maybe I'm the weird one here. Maybe that's a hot take. I don't think this is very fun though. I just want to get back to the boss and I want to get farming and I want to farm some trash when it's time, you know, but I don't want to get stunned and slowed everywhere. And when you say it's the stronghold of a boss, it makes sense. No, it's literally all of the roads in this entire area and every small base and everything that has mobs that slow you and hit scan your fucking movement. So that's not true. It's not a boss only thing. It's the entire zone. Why? This is not a boss stronghold. Why do these guys have to hit scan? What is the point of this? Now I've killed them. 30 seconds of my life been wasted. It's supposed to be a thematic brother. Come on, dude. Bro, it's the fucking scouts on the side just knocked me off my horse like everything. What? Cat. That's thematic to you? There shouldn't be anything in that bag. Okay. I have to get my bag. Watch out, the boss might dagger. I don't know if you guys are in here or not. Yes, Mr. Cat. They're blessed by the boss. Okay. I can tell we are going to not agree on this, so sure. If you like this, cool, no problem. I'm glad you enjoy it. I do not enjoy it. It's just that simple. It's just different what we enjoy.
Sanguine regeneration.
I owe a drink for, actually 2 drinks for the deaths. Cheers. They popped my 95%. Alright, I'm good. Okay, let's do it. Let's grab this last bit of health.
Sustains me.
Okay.
Sit you down. Still surrender.
Why is there an ad here? Did it summon the squid the last time? Also, why am I 76? I should be 77. What are we missing? What am I missing? God. Oh, this is so bad. I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked. I thought I died there. Close enough. What? Where are my heals? Oh, I'm out of heals. Oh, I might be out of heals. This is bad. I'm gonna be useless. I don't understand where one of my eye levels went. Like, actually. Check my gear after this. I'm gonna have dodge. I'm gonna have dodge. Freezing brute blood. Oh, I know what happened.
Blood.
Oh God, man! It's because shit went. Oh, because things went badly on your, like, incorrectly on your bar. Oh man. This was supposed to be here. I put a frail heart on and I consumed the frail heart when I tried to heal because I didn't notice. Yeah, I munched the frail heart. Because whenever you pick up your bags, for some reason, it's like, you gotta flip it. This stuff goes in the proper spot. I just didn't check, so that's my fault, I guess.
Witness the power of faith.
Alright, it's up to Zariah. Maybe just eat the corner there. Although if he targets you, you're fucked. Yeah, I think I need to spec back to static focus for sure.
Perhaps this is necessary. You can still surrender.
Get him, Zariah. Let's go, bro. Get it! It's not taking any damage. You gotta kill the orb. Gotta kill the orb. Gotta kill the orb. Kill the orb. Kill the orb. Oh, yeah, it's in here. There it is.
Witness the power of faith.
Almost there. Alt his ass. Go. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, he saw it immediately. He saw it iframes. Nice. Well done, dude. Well done.
Beloved, they will hunt you down.
The shortcut bar shouldn't be part of your inventory. I mean, it should just put shit back on your bar. Where's Jedek? You got him? Okay. I mean, I've had, like, honestly, probably half the times in this game, like, rezzing and going, because, well, especially, like, in streaming, I guess. Especially in streaming.
Have you tried killing
as soon
the
as I
boss?
die,
Stay
like,
alive.
I start
Take
reading
a
chat,
shot
like
and
what you
bark
guys
like
were
an
saying. So
Egyptian.
when I leave my
Recipe for
bags, I'm just
success.
chatting about whatever.
I
Definitely
have
earned this.
killed
So oh god.
Craig or what the fuck is his name?
GG's. I mean, that was just shit.
Fucking Craig.
It's just so frustrating. I'm frail hard, but I'm not even frustrated about the boss. I'm frustrated that I just wasted a charge of my 95% potion thing. I'm lucky. What is this? Sure. Oh, I don't use this. I don't use any of these.